Alright, welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast. This is Brandon, and we are back in the house. You may have got a sneak peek of this last episode if you were looking closely, but this was already constructed before we made the recycler. I just haven't shown it to you till now. But basically expanding on the idea of getting the most out of all of our cobblestone and useless blocks that we have a little setup in the back here. So a second low voltage line coming off of this LV transformer here, powering 7 crucibles, magma crucibles, and magma crucibles will turn all your useless junk blocks into lava, magma. So that's absolutely great. You just put all your cobble in the center here, power it up, and it will produce lava. As you can see, there's some lava shooting through the pipes there. That one just produced some. It went through. That guy, they're all getting ready. When they're red, that means they're like producing the lava. It's currently cooking or breaking down the cobblestone. So takes a little bit for that. But anyways, all the lava, magma, whatever you want to call it, goes through the pipes here, comes back to this guy right here, which is a liquid transposer. So when we fill this liquid transposer full of these empty cells, it will pack this lava into the cells and create these lava cells. And then you can see in this configuration here we can change the different layouts. So the top one's blue, the side one's red, and then I actually canceled out these 3, so that's pretty easy to use. You can see that this area is red, this area is blue, so obviously the things that are coming in, or the lava, is going to be going through the blue, so that one's a blue port, and this is going to be the finished product, which will be our lava cans, so it's going through the red, which is right there. Pretty simple. Let's plop that back down, and now I need a wrench to fix that pipe. I think it's this one. There we go. For these wooden transport pipes, this solid block end is the side that you want to pull from. So that's how we want to have that. If it was the opposite way like this, then we'd be pulling out of the chest and putting it in here, which doesn't work because you can't put stuff in, obviously, the bottom. Whoops. Now we really mess things up. There we go. Get that wrench out of our hands before we do more damage. Okay, so that is another part of basically our recycling setup. We're not using recyclers over here, we're using the magma crucibles, but again, turning useless blocks into very, very useful things. So I just have to make sure that this thing's always full, kind of babysit it, but it doesn't go that fast, so as long as I come back every half hour, and fill her up with some cans, we're good. And why do we need these cans, you may ask? Well, lava's good for anything. We could even use it for geothermal power or whatever we wanted, but the main thing we want it for is right here. And I'll take all this out. I've been doing some other stuff here, ignore that. We will fill this up, and if I place these lava cans in the middle, boom, it instantly used up all 64, and it's going to take quite a while, but let's go get some more lava cans and I'll show you what we're going to get from that. So if we go over this and press U, so let's find the right machine we're looking for. There it is, industrial centrifuge. So if we put 64 in there, it's going to give us 40 tin, 4 gold, 32 pyrite dust, and a wolframium cell. So that's a really good deal because essentially this is all from cobble. This is all originally from cobble. Besides the fact that we had to have the initial purchase of all the machines and stuff like that. But good deal. So we're gonna need the cells and stuff like that for more advanced machines. We're gonna need it actually to get the matter fabricator that we were talking about last episode, because we're gonna need those titanium and chrome ingots, and we get that from here. So we got aluminum, there's some titanium dust right there. So if I put bauxite dust in the middle, then I'm not sure if I have any more bauxite dust in here. No more bauxite dust. Okay, but anyway, we put the bauxite dust in the middle, and it's gonna give us 32 aluminum, the 2 titanium, some hydrogen cells, and some compressed air cells. So all very good. Like I said, it's going to be used for the matter fabricator. Ultimately, that's going to be the end goal for this episode, is to show you the matter fabricator actually turning some scrap into UU matter. So I'm going to have to do a heck of a lot of just sitting around here, babysitting machines and putting lava in and doing all sorts of extremely interesting and fun things. So I will not bore you with all that. I'm going to do a little bit here, and if I find something interesting to do in the meantime, I'll bring you guys back. Okay, we're making our way over to the recycle depot. Normally in real life, I hate going to the recycle depot. It stinks. Everybody that usually works there is like greasy and just sketchy. Hate it. But our recycle depot, whew, keeps me coming back all the time. Anyway, just put a couple stacks in the centrifuge, so figured I'd come check this out. Wow. These chests are empty. That's 64 stacks of cobble out of 7 barrels that we've processed now. Whoo, look at all that scrap. Oh my god. Wow, we really need that matter fabricator now, because that's going to be a lot of UU matter that will create. Whoo, man, this is making me real happy. So this thing, we gotta shut this thing down now. We gotta refill all these barrels. Oh man, that's crazy. Oh. Too slow for our own door. Alright, well now that you've had the chance to see this recycler and that it does work, I'm gonna refill all these barrels and stuff, because I'm sure this cobble's pretty much full. Getting there anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna refill some of these barrels, and I will see you back later. Okay, this is now several hours later, and I'm beginning to notice something since I've been, flying back and forth from here to the quarry quite a bit. When I get over into this area, my FPS drops huge. So I'm not sure if it's these magma crucibles or what it is in my system here. It could be all my industrial centrifuges. And you're saying, what do you mean all your industrial centrifuges? You only have 2. What are you talking about, Brandon? Well, I got bored of just having 2 there, and it was taking forever because, let's face it, if you know anything about an industrial centrifuge, you know that 2's not going to get you very far at all. They just take so long to process the material that 2 is very inefficient. So you're going to need more than that. So if we come to the back here, and I forgot to check, so now that we're in a storm, this thing's starting to drop a little bit, and I can't sleep. It's daytime, unfortunately. So we're going to have to start adding some more solar panels, because we're using up more than we can output. But yeah, this is the new addition. A glass fiber cable coming from the low voltage transformer. And it's going underground. Goes all the way down to the end here. Comes underneath, goes over, and goes down there. You can kind of see it somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. It's down there somewhere where that glowstone is there. But let's head around and I will show you what it's powering. And I'm sure you've guessed by now since all that talk about the industrial centrifuges. Hit the trapdoor. Make sure you have your jetpack on first because there's no other way out. Boom! Into the industrial centrifuge room. Chamber, if you will. So I haven't even counted. There's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So that means we have 22 centrifuges in here. And I see this one's done. That's good. That's done. That's done. There's nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. So these ones are taking a little bit longer. I think these ones were lava cans. And this one's still going at it. The bauxite. Alright, well this guy's done this side, so I'm going to empty these out and fill them back up with something. Not quite sure yet. But yeah, here, I'll prove it to you. Well, I'm sure you can tell in the video because I'm recording in HD now, and I usually try and record at 60 FPS, and now we're at 19, 18, 19, so our frames have dropped significantly. But, as you notice, the further we walk away from all this, our frames jump right back up. So just like that, something in that room is causing us some FPS lag. But no big deal. I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually. And it's not like I spend a whole bunch of time in there anyway. Just when I'm switching out all the different stuff in the machines. So I'm gonna keep doing that. We're getting pretty close to a matter fabricator though. I'm not gonna lie, we're getting pretty close. I'm getting excited for it. Are you guys getting excited? I'm getting excited. Let's have a sleep, and hopefully we'll wake up to a matter fabricator. Okay, no matter fabricator. Didn't come to us in our sleep. I guess Santa's still on his way. It's not Christmas yet, so we can't expect a matter fabricator just out of the blue. No big deal. However, I do have some good news, a few more things to show you, and a little bit of talking that I want to do. So sorry if I bore you with that, but do need to get this out of the way. So let's show you first. Let's actually hit this. Alright, so here's our matter fabricator that we were saving up for. Like you've seen, takes a lot of stuff. Still don't have all that stuff. However, this mass fabricator that's next to it is a heck of a lot cheaper, and it also produces UU matter. So I went ahead and I made us a mass fabricator. It is right here feeding directly from the solar panels, so it's getting absolute power. You can put as much power as you want into these, I think, and basically just gathers up energy here. Once it gets to 100%, it will create another piece of UU matter. So now we have 11 going on 12 pieces of UU matter, which is excellent. We can start making some good stuff with that. And we're still saving for the mass fabricator, which now we may be able to get a little bit sooner, that we have this stuff to aid in getting all the necessary things we need to make the matter fabricator. Got quite a few lava cells going on here. Yeah, still cobble and still everything good there. Okay, second order of business, now that you've seen the mass fabricator, is to have a little chat about just Feed the Beast in general. So, I don't want to completely bore you while we're talking, so I think we're going to go do some caving while I have a little chat. And I will meet you over at the quarry because I found an awesome cave we're going to explore. So I'll see you guys over there. Okay, welcome back to the quarry. We have a few new things in our inventory here. I made us a full nano suit and charged it all up, as well as a couple of these backpacks. So this one's going to hold all of our like cobble, stone, dirt, sand, whatever. This is the miner's backpack, which will hold all of our ores. There's a couple I think that aren't ID'd properly, so they don't go in there, but not a big deal. So let's take this all off, plop this on, and we're going to have a lot of ore on us, so we really need this suit to protect us. Let's take these long fall boots off as well, because they don't give you any protection. I think just regular iron boots is what that gives you. So now we are good to go. When we take damage, it's now going to take away EU rather than a lot of our health. So you still will take heart damage, but just less of it. As well, we have this nano saber to take care of all the bad guys. So that's good. And I never showed you the enchanted bow that we have, so I'll show you that right now. It's pretty nice, I'll admit. This is our first bow on this map. Power 3 Infinity 1 Flame 1. I was pretty happy with that. I'm sure you could guess I had Infinity by the one arrow I have. Okay, so let's head down to our cave. I just marked it with a bunch of torches here, so it's down here somewhere. Let's go find it. Maybe let's have something to eat first. And I'm sure you guys already know what the chat I'm going to have is. It's probably the same chat that you've been getting from all your favorite other Minecrackers and such that are playing Feed the Beast. And that is that we are due for a full release pretty soon. And that was the whole reason I didn't want to start this series. But we got a little bit ahead of ourselves and started it anyway. So now we will pay the price, and we're going to have to erase this world when Feed the Beast full release comes out. And I just remembered we forgot our lap pack at home, so this is going to run out real quick. But that's okay because this talk's going to be short. So, I've been watching most of the Minecraft guys, and they're saying, you know, they're gonna delete the map, restart. I don't think, to be honest, I'm gonna delete this map, because reason being is that I am currently involved with a multiplayer server, Feed the Beast. I just haven't been recording anything on there lately because I've been waiting for this red power stuff to come out. But I'm thinking, depending on how involved red power is and how much I like it, I may just leave this playthrough as is for now, and I'm not going to restart the map. However, I will be recording on and it's going to be the whocraft.net server. That's our website as well, whocraft.net. So, once full release is out, instead of restarting this world, you will just get a brand new multiplayer with several people that are going to be posting videos as well. I believe that's the impression that I've gotten. So I think that's really going to be good because that's going to give us more people to play with. It's going to be funner for you guys to watch as well if we have some group activities and stuff like that. So I'm really excited for that. So make sure you guys stick around and check that out. Also check out our website. I think we have probably around 15 or 20 guys, so I don't believe we are currently recruiting, but you're always welcome to throw in an application, and if we have room for you and we can get you on, we'd love to play. So yeah, I hope you guys are okay with that. I think you should be, because everybody seems to like the multiplayer stuff a lot more than the single player anyway, so. Yeah, we're almost out of battery here now. And I guess we kind of over prepared for this. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's actually really cool with the grass and awesome. I don't know how I didn't see that the first time I came through here. I've already obviously came through here and lit this whole thing up. I was just waiting for the quarry and stuff like that. Nice little underground oil spill we got going on. What a tragedy. But I know there was some diamonds down here somewhere, and I found a really good little tunnel system that went all the way down to diamond level. But I've heard that a lot of people don't like watching caving videos, so the chat's over anyway. I just wanted to fill everybody in with what was going on and what's going to be happening in the pretty near future, I'm thinking. There's been a lot of talk. I don't know if you guys watch Ep6. If you don't, you're missing out a lot. And there goes our... Oh man, we don't even have anything to make another pick. Yeah, that's the monazite. That's the one that doesn't go in the pouch. No big deal. So we have nothing to make another pick, and this thing's out of juice. So let's put this bad boy on. I can't believe I forgot that lap pack. That's... makes me mad. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, so where was I? Oh yeah, Doc M. If you don't watch Doc M, like I said, you're very much missing out. So check him out, Doc M77. He had a little interview with Dinnerbone, who is one of the, I think, mod developers or creators, I don't know, for Feed the Beast. So, or no. I think I got my names wrong. I think I said Dinnerbone. Yeah, Dinnerbone's the Minecraft dude. Who's the Feed the Beast dude? I can't remember his name now. It'll come to me. But anyway, he had a really good chat with him, and nothing was really said that was definite, but a lot of hopeful stuff. And we do have, let's just get inside here in case any creepers come. We do have a bit of a hint as to when Feed the Beast will be done. So let's go take a look at that little hint. Okay, welcome back to my desktop. I apologize to Slowpoke, who is the Feed the Beast helper, or not helper, but he's on the Feed the Beast crew. He's the one that's been chatting with Doc, and a great little interview on Doc's channel, so go check that out, Doc M77. Now let's jump into Google Chrome, the only way to go. And it's not even set as my default. That's awesome. We're not going to set it as our default though. So right here. Alright, check this out. Awesome. Yesterday this was at, I think, about 75 here and 80% over here. Now this isn't like directly from Feed the Beast moderators or anything, I don't believe anyway. This is just a progress report of all the mods independently, as you can see right here. But it does give us a pretty good hint as to where we are in the process. So we're getting really close, you guys, and I'm getting really excited. I've been following our whocraft.net forums, and everybody that's involved in this is just getting geared right up, and I think it's going to be awesome when we do start this. So I hope you guys do stick around and then check that out, because there's going to be a lot of us posting videos, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So let's jump back over to some mine. Okay, so yeah, that was just a quick little update. Hope you got something from it. and I'm getting pretty excited over it, as you can tell. So, you're probably wondering why this quarry isn't finished yet if I've been playing at the rate that I have been. And the reason for that is I haven't played for about a day and a half straight now. The reason being, and we'll finish this episode off with a little story time slash hopefully you take my advice time. It's the holiday season. Everybody's stressed out. Everybody's worried about money. Everybody's getting crazy, right? The roads are also very, very terrible out where I live. I live in Canada, in Alberta actually, around the Calgary area to be not that specific. And yeah, the roads are pretty bad. So last night I was having a visit with a girlfriend of mine. It's actually an ex-girlfriend. Now she's just a girlfriend. And we were on our way to Walmart to do a little bit of Christmas shopping. And she was involved in a car accident. We were traveling in separate vehicles. I was in mine, she was in hers. We were stopped at a red light waiting to turn left, and somebody was just flying, doing like 70 down the road, and tried to make a right turn onto the road we were on, and they slid right through the intersection and totally plowed right into the side of my ex-girlfriend's car, wrote the car off, and thank God she wasn't hurt. I mean, I was so scared and shook up when it happened. I don't remember a lot of it, but I remember it wasn't good. So just wanted to share a little story, even though it's not the best story. Finally just got home now from the hospital. Been in the hospital for, well, not in the hospital, but with her for the last day. Just trying to make sure she's all sorted out and everything. And as sweet of a girl she is, you know, I had to pull her out her car window because the whole vehicle was just smashed right in. And the first thing she says to me is, "Are my presents okay?" Oh man, gotta love it. What a sweet girl. Yeah, she had a whole bunch of presents wrapped up in the passenger seat, so that's all she could worry about was her presents. But terribly, terribly sorry of that had to happen, and it's not like it was a devastating story where it was a drunk driver or something, just bad road conditions and maybe a little bit of inexperience on a younger driver's behalf. I won't go into any more detail than that, but the whole point I want to get across here is the holiday season can be really stressful, you guys. So don't overwhelm yourself, and if you do live in an area with, you know, bad weather conditions, take it easy, you guys. It doesn't matter if it takes you an hour extra to get where you're going, as long as you get there alive, because it's the holiday season. Nobody wants anything bad to happen to the people they're close to. And just keep that in mind while you're out on the holiday or out on the roads this holiday season. And maybe, you know, take an extra 5 minutes to get where you're going. Maybe take a left and instead of a right on the road that's really crappy. I don't know. Just be safe. Be happy. Have an excellent holiday. This is probably the last video you're going to see before Christmas because my plate is pretty full in real life. So, Merry Christmas to everybody. Please be safe. Have an excellent holiday, and I will see you in 2013. Maybe even with a new server. Wouldn't that be awesome? Alright guys, take it easy. Okay, so yeah, that was just a quick little update. Hope you got something from it, and I'm getting pretty excited over it, as you can tell. So, you're probably wondering why this quarry isn't finished yet if I've been playing at the rate that I have been. And the reason for that is I haven't played for about a day and a half straight now. The reason being, and we'll finish this episode off with a little story time slash hopefully you take my advice time. It's the holiday season. Everybody's stressed out. everybody's worried about money, everybody's getting crazy, right? The roads are also very, very terrible out where I live. I live in Canada, in Alberta actually, around the Calgary area to be not that specific. And yeah, the roads are pretty bad. So last night I was having a visit with a girlfriend of mine. It's actually an ex-girlfriend. Now she's just a girlfriend. And we were on our way to Walmart to do a little bit of Christmas shopping. And she was involved in a car accident. We were traveling in separate vehicles. I was in mine, she was in hers. We were stopped at a red light waiting to turn left, and somebody was just flying, doing like 70 down the road, and tried to make a right turn onto the road we were on, and they slid right through the intersection and totally plowed right into the side of my ex-girlfriend's car, wrote the car off, and thank God she wasn't hurt. I mean, I was so scared and shook up when it happened. I don't remember a lot of it, but I remember it wasn't good. So just wanted to share a little story, even though it's not the best story. Finally just got home now from the hospital. Been in the hospital for, well, not in the hospital, but with her for the last day. Just trying to make sure she's all sorted out and everything. And as sweet of a girl she is, you know, I had to pull her out her car window because the whole vehicle was just smashed right in. And the first thing she says to me is, "Are my presents okay?" Oh man, gotta love it. What a sweet girl. Yeah, she had a whole bunch of presents wrapped up in the passenger seat, so that's all she could worry about was her presents. But terribly, terribly sorry of that had to happen, and it's not like it was a devastating story where it was a drunk driver or something, just bad road conditions and maybe a little bit of inexperience on a younger driver's behalf. I won't go into any more detail than that, but the whole point I want to get across here is the holiday season can be really stressful, you guys. So don't overwhelm yourself, and if you do live in an area with, you know, bad weather conditions, take it easy, you guys. It doesn't matter if it takes you an hour extra to get where you're going, as long as you get there alive, because it's the holiday season. Nobody wants anything bad to happen to the people they're close to. And just keep that in mind while you're out on the holiday or out on the roads this holiday season. And maybe, you know, take an extra 5 minutes to get where you're going. Maybe take a left and instead of a right on the road that's really crappy. I don't know. Just be safe. Be happy. Have an excellent holiday. This is probably the last video you're going to see before Christmas because my plate is pretty full in real life. So, Merry Christmas to everybody. Please be safe. Have an excellent holiday, and I will see you in 2013. Maybe even with a new server. Wouldn't that be awesome? Alright guys, take it easy.